Well, it's been a little bit since I've done one of these. So it's halfway through September. September 14th. I didn't even do my front rear windows. I didn't even wipe them either. But I'm heading over to somebody else's place. Ooh. What a save. I just saved the camera. Woo! Anyways, I'm heading out to somebody else's place to get, or heading to a mechanic to, I think it was get my brake rotors measured, so that way he can get the right parts for it. So a lot has happened within the last few weeks since going over to the Music Factory for some concerts, or going to the racetrack with my dad and Wyatt. You know, just this car's had some issues. We were thinking it was the battery. You know, we were thinking the battery's gonna die, or was on the verge of death, because I mean the battery light came on, the engine light came on for low voltage. It turns out it actually wasn't the battery after all. Kind of was, but it really wasn't. What it really was the alternator that had just gone bad. So we got it to the mechanic that I'm heading to right now. We got a new alternator in it. That little dent on the side, on the passenger side door, that's caving in. Well, that was caving in. He also pulled that out, made it look nice and new. I think he even went through. Yeah, he went through and noticed that there was some other stuff that needed to be fixed, and whatnot. And he also wanted me to drive the car a little bit more, so that way I can get the rust off. Because I haven't really been going anywhere a whole lot lately. Like I haven't really been going out to other places a whole lot. I haven't been going to the store and back. I haven't really gone anywhere. Like on a almost daily to weekly basis. You know, it'd be like if there's something that Nia, Janaya, and Haley were all doing and I was invited. Once again. If there was something that Nia, Janaya, and Haley were all doing that I was invited to, like, of course I would go out, drive 30 or pretty much a half hour or almost to 40 minutes to get to where they are. You know, it is what it is, but so this is part of just driving it more often. I mean, I drove it around the block Monday. Yesterday I went to visit Grandma and my dad, and also went to the store at the same time, which I'll talk more about that visit here in a little bit when I get back home. But until then, I'm just gonna make the trip over to the mechanic right now and see and just try to get I think it was the brake rotors. get those measured up so that way he can get the right parts and see what else he would like to do. 5:37. That is the official time that I'm recording this segment of the video. So I wanted to talk about. I mostly got the car cleaned off as best as I could. I'm definitely gonna need to buy some. I'm definitely gonna need to buy some actual car soap because Dawn dish soap does not. I mean, it goes away, but it doesn't go a long way. It can only do so much when it comes to cleaning up just dirt off the car, especially even crevices and just some other places, because it feels like no matter what, there's always some other type of filth or dirt that just pops up from out of nowhere, and then you just wash it off, and then you go to the next thing and it just pops right back up. So, oh well, I mean, it is what it is. I'll figure it out. But more importantly, I just want to talk about my job, like my job situation and what's kind of going on with that. It's been a little over 4 months since I've been unemployed, and I have been really struggling to look for a job, more so because I'm lazy, and also there are jobs that I have in mind. I mean, of course, there is an Ace Hardware just out in town, closer to where to the place I worked at previously. I'm not going to name drop them. I probably did in the past, so if you ever want to figure it out, just go back through some of these other videos. You'll figure it out. There's also a piston ring factory, but I don't want to go back into factory work. Vikings, which is another factory place, similar to the other one, but I'm not going to go back into factory work because factory work, for whatever reason, they'll mostly offer temp service, but this thing, I don't want to be a temporary employee at whatever company that I look to work for next. So with that in mind, the only other option that I do have, that I know is there, is I can go back to the family fair, which is about 10 minutes away from here. To be quite honest, I think that is kind of the best choice right now. First of all, pays not too bad. It's not bad at all. It's close. It's 10 minutes, like I said, or I alluded to, it's 10 minutes away. I'm not having to spend as much on gas, really. What I mean by that is I'm not having to pay for gas every week, because when I drove to my previous job, it was about 20 some odd minutes, 22, 23 minutes away, and I had to pay for gas every week. With this, I would only have to pay for gas every week and a half, every 2 weeks, so it's really not that far of a drive, and it's not bad at all. It's just that's a hassle, but nonetheless. So should I double down on the decision to go back to family fair, I'm gonna definitely ask, see what positions are currently open. I'm really hoping the stocking position's open so we can just go back to that and just
just stick to what I know, mostly, because, I mean, don't get me wrong, factory work, I mean, for the time that I was at the other place, it treated me well. Not bad, but it's just the part where they let me go, just out of nowhere. That's what caught me off guard, because it's like, oh, I was promised so much, so why you let me go? Which made no sense to me. And it's sad that factories can do that. But going back to the family fair deal, I think that is the best choice, most likely, because again, I mean, it's pretty much for all the other reasons I listed. Close, won't have to pay for gas as much as I did, or as many times as I did on a weekly basis. It would be kind of a bi-weekly basis. Pays good, the job that I'm hopefully gonna see if I can reapply for again, such as, like I said, the stocking position, should be, I mean, it's not bad work. It's not easy work, but it's not bad. It's not hard work either, but still, nonetheless, I'm really hoping that I can go back to this, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I will definitely keep everyone posted, and just take this one step at a time. I mean, I'm really kind of getting to the point where my bank account is getting sucked up, because of some other things I'm paying for every month, like Discord Nitro, Spotify premium Spotify, you know, a lot of, and some other things as well. So it's not easy to go into my bank account and just see that money is starting to go down or get drained out because of that stuff that I currently am having to do monthly payments for, or just getting that money, seeing that money getting taken out because of those monthly payments, if that makes sense. So, you know, it's definitely not easy, but, you know, it's life. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get some recording done as best as I can. And we'll see where we can go. Oh, what a beautiful day. Beautiful Monday. Got the car fixed up for the most part, at least the brake lines and the calipers and whatnot. Let me show you. Let me just give you an idea of what we did here. So you see back there, there's new little calipers back over here. We even got new brakes, and they work perfectly fine. We ended up getting some new lug nuts on the right rear because they were starting to round out and swell. At least I can't remember which ones they were, but we got some new lug nuts on until I can get some new ones. Tire pressure's good. But also, some other stuff he did in the past was he pulled this fender out and then painted over the rust. You can't really stop rust. Rust is here to stay. But the next project in hand is try to get other fluids from the engine flushed out and replaced. Get new antifreeze coolant. So it's 50-50, but these are just projects. Projects that we're slowly working on for the most part. But yeah, things are kind of getting back to somewhat kind of normalcy, if you know what I mean. Definitely another project to work on is get proper car washing materials, because again, I think I might have said it before, but Dawn dish soap can only go so far, and you can only do so much with it until you just get little smudges and other things of dirt on your car. Kind of just to give you an example, I don't know if you can see it, but just like the little imprints of where all the where all the drops of water were, and where I was wiping. Yeah, look at that. I don't know if you can see that, but that's just bad. That is awful. And I'm also gonna have to come back through and just clean this thing up, because jeez, oh Pete's. The inside, I cleaned it up when Chase came up here, or just before Chase came up here, so that way she would get into a nice, clean looking car on the inside. I just shoved everything in the trunk. Things you will do in order to make sure that your car's nice and good looking inside and out. Oh, the things you'll do. So some of you might be wondering why I'm here at Family Fare. No, it's not to go grocery shopping. It's to see if I can get my job back here. I wonder what they're doing over there. They must be doing something, but I alluded to that not that long ago, and I'm at the point now where I need somewhere to go. So let's do this. All right, boy, oh boy, do I have news for you. First of all, do want to apologize for that little short deal of like what I was laying out beforehand. It's just there was somebody over here, and then all of a sudden there was somebody that pulled up right next to me, and I don't feel comfortable with just doing this kind of stuff, you know, around people, because it's just kind of like, well, they don't understand. So I was just like, oh, they're gonna be looking at me going like, why is he talking to himself? But secondly, let's get to the important part of this. I waited for about almost an hour until one of these store managers came out, and I talked to him about wanting to come back, and he said, go ahead, fill out an application, let me know when you get it done, and we'll go from there. So great news, one step closer to coming back, one step closer to getting back into working, because, you know, my finances are starting to go down the tank, and I just really need to build it back up a bit, so that way I can still do all this stuff like this with some generated income, and just have something to fall back on in case all of this doesn't work out. So you know, this is great. I mean, this is honestly some really great news. I'm super excited. That just fires me up to hear all that. But yeah, so I'm gonna head back home. I'm gonna chill for a bit, and then I'll just fill out the application tomorrow. Yeah, I'll fill it out tomorrow. And then probably just come on over. I'll probably just come on over afterward
And well, after I fill out the application, if I can talk, fill out the application and then let them know that I got it done. So, big things, man. Big things are happening, and I love it. Well, the day is almost over, and I just wanted to put this up here. I just kind of continue the thought a little bit on what transpired today. Honestly, I'm grateful that, you know, that I'm able to, I guess there is still a chance for me to go back and, you know, can just pick up where I left off at Family Fare. Don't get me wrong, I mean, are there things that the higher ups did that are there things that the higher ups did that I agree with? Yes, but does that mean they're bad people? Does that mean they don't 100% understand other people's, well-being? Or no, I don't know how to really explain it. But does that make them bad people? In other words, no, I really don't think so. A lot of what happened throughout the course of last year, I mean, a lot of it was done because a lot of what happened last year was just mostly because of just me wanting more. And with working 1 day a week at that time, I wasn't getting a whole lot. Getting paid $80 a week. I mean, yeah, sure, you're getting paid, but not enough to get you out of the house, or not enough to afford whatever it is that you want. I mean, you would be saving practically for a long time. Maybe what would even feel like the rest of your life, for that matter. So, I'm really hoping that this second stint, hopefully, should I end up getting my job back at Family Fare, I'm really hoping that this second stint goes smoother. I mean, I know I can go into this knowing what to expect, and of course I'm still gonna have time to do this. I mean, like video making and the podcasting, of course. I mean, and just trying to work hard at getting in really great shape. I mean, that's what I want. But I mean, of course it's still a fight with myself, just trying to get stuff situated when it comes to sleep schedules, because I screwed mine up so bad, and I thought I fixed it, but nope, I didn't. Even eating habits, just lots of other stuff as well. That's part of why I have a checklist for every month from here on, just so that way I can put a check over the stuff that I've done for each day of the week. So, I mean, that's something. But, at the end of the day, I want to continue to pursue my goals and ambitions that I've had for the last 12 years of my life. So, dating back to 10 years old. But I need to have some source of income, flowing right into my bank account. And if nothing works, I'll always have a fallback plan. This, because I mean, I'm gonna put all of my put my mind to it, and hopefully something good comes out of whatever it is that I'm pushing towards. Whatever I can really push towards, whatever is the easiest to work hard at. So this, for instance, and the same thing for podcasting. Music is up there, but it's just, right now I don't have the recording software to do it. The recording, like the music editing capabilities to do it. That's what I mean to say. But still, at the end of the day, it's something that I want, but for right now, I think it's best to just, focus on what I can do, and hopefully I can still get my debut album out before
either the year's over or at least some point in next year. So that pretty much is going to do it for this video. I want to thank you guys a lot for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like, and if you haven't considered subscribing yet, I recommend you do so to keep up with some fine content coming out in the near future. And I'm going to fill out that application tomorrow morning, or tomorrow, and then I'll let them know that I've got it finished up, and I'll keep you guys updated on what goes on from then on. So take care, and I'll see you in the next one.